In this video, we're going to take a look at how we can duplicate an annotation group and make some minor changes. And we can use that for different applications. In this case, we're going to rename our major annotation group here. I'm going to call this 100-foot spacing. And I'm just going to do this for clarification purposes. And then I'm going to make a copy of this annotation group. So we're going to say select right-click, copy. And I'm going to call this 1,000-foot stationing. Now I'm going to go into my 100-foot spacing and just take a look at that, and I have station ticks major, station ticks minor, and also the labels, and those are all set at a spacing of 100 feet. So my major ticks are 100 and my major labels are spaced at 100. Well, if I come in, because I've copied this annotation group, remember an annotation group simply references in the individual definitions. Well, I have the same definitions in both groups. So if I were to change my location here to 1,000 for my ticks major and for my labels major, I want you to see that that's also going to change it for this annotation group, which is not desirable. So we come in here. Sure enough, now they're 1,000. I'm going to set them back to 100 where they belong. So how do we do this? How do we get 1,000-foot spacing separately? I'm going to right-click back on my new annotation group here of 1,000, and I'm going to copy these two entries and make changes. By copying them, that duplicates all the information to a new annotation definition, and I just give it a new name. So I select the copy paste, and it's going to put it at the bottom. And I'm just going to give this a name of 1,000 spacing. And then we'll do the same thing for our labels. So we'll copy paste. We'll rename this one. And so now these are different. Now, I will select these and I want to remove them. Notice that it's not delete, but it's removing the annotation definition from this annotation group. So I'm going to select remove for that one and remove for that one. Now on my new annotation definitions, I can select my new spacing. So we'll select 1,000, press enter, and we'll go down to this one and we will select 1,000. Enter again. And so now if we were to look at our spacing of our major station ticks, you'll see that I have 30 plus 00 there, and then my next one down here is 20. Now obviously you would need to also modify your minor tick mark spacings. So you would need to use the same process I did here and make copy of the minor tick marks. And so let's do that one. So we'll copy and paste our minors. And the copy and pasting will go faster if your display is not on. We'll remove the original one from this group. And then we'll rename this one. And again, all of this will go faster if you turn off display because it's regenerating the drawing. And I'm going to call this 500-foot spacing for my minors. So we'll do 500-foot spacing, and we'll skip the 1,000 because we don't want it to be on top of our majors. And so we'll hit enter, and you'll see that change. So now we're going to have a major at 1,000, and then we'll have a minor tick mark at every 500 or in the middle between the two majors. And so that's how we can take advantage of the copy paste, rename, and then change the properties of these new annotation definitions.